Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Chevy from the Millennial Parent, and today we're going through our beginner's guide to self-care, focusing on everything to do with the mind. This week we are focusing on all things to do with the mind, so mindset, mindfulness, and mental health, to help get you on your self-care journey. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell, put down in the comments below if you're on your self-care journey, and I'm on mine too, so let's do this together, and hit that like button if you're with me. So last week I posted a video with our beginner's guide to self-care, which started the discussion about self-care for parents, because as parents, as I did say, we tend to put ourselves lower down on the list. Well, I'm now going to be doing a series of videos about self-care in different elements of our lives where we can bring ourselves back up that list to make us the best parents possible and to make us our best selves, because we can't pour from an empty cup and we can't thrive and be ourselves if we aren't fueling ourselves. So this week we are talking about all things to do with the mind, so anything for mental health, mindset and mindfulness to help you get started on a self-care journey. A lot of things around self-care come across a bit cliche, if you meditate or if you journal or express gratitude, you'll be a better person. It's like, as annoying and as cliche as those things are things that do help you. So they are going to be in today's list, and throughout this series things like that are going to pop up. But it's because those are things that do help with the practice of self-care and do help elevate you to feel like a much better person. Not necessarily socially or morally or whatever, but to feel good as you. That is the whole goal of self-care, and yeah, cool. So I'm going to try and not fluff on too much longer about it. So self-care for the mind, here we go. So I'm going to get the cliches out of the way first. So meditation is the first one for self-care for the mind. As I said, yes, a cliche, but it really does help. You can do any sorts of meditations. You can spend 5, 10 minutes, 15, even 20 to 30, I know some people do, of a morning when they wake up, breathing in, breathing out, doing guided meditations. They are all beautiful things that you can do, but it doesn't have to be like that, especially when you're first getting started. You can just slowly integrate little bits into your day, when you're going to work or just before you go to your lunch break at work, literally just 1 minute. Just breathe in, breathe out, just focus on your breathing for a minute and take in your surroundings. What are you feeling? What are you hearing? Taking in your surroundings is that's a little meditation. That's all it really is. It's just taking a pause for yourself to just breathe in, breathe out, and move on. So little things like that, literally as you finish dinner before you get up and move your plate away. Even a quick little like that. And it's enough to recharge, to help your brain go, woosah, okay, let's go. So meditation, as cliche as it is a huge help for your mind, and is a great way for you to just stop and go, okay, checking in with yourself. Okay, I got this. Okay, this is where I'm at. So don't underestimate meditation for any length of time, be it a minute or 30 minutes. The next cliche I'm going to talk about is journaling. I know a few people probably just roll their eyes then, but when you have a conversation with a friend where you just vent out all the stuff that's just annoying you, or when you're trying to work something, when you have that friend who's your sounding board going, I'm thinking of doing this, what do you think? Or, that is what your journal is as well. Your journal is that friend, if your friend's not available or whatever. But it's the thing where you go, I've got this thought, or I've got this idea, you write it out, and it gives you another perspective to look at it, because once you write it down and read it, you see it on a different perspective and you go, okay, and then it gives you options to weigh it out. Same as if there is a conflict happening in your life, whether it's personally or with someone else, writing it out, journaling it, it helps problem solving basically, and it helps clear your mind. Anything you're storing up here, put it down on paper. And it doesn't have to be on the 17th of February 2019, I had this beautiful thought as I stared upon a beautiful flower. Like, it doesn't have to be that sort of thing. It can just be a thought a thought you had for the day, or something that really annoyed you and tore your bread. But journaling really is brilliant for the mind. The practicing and writing, not only good for motor skills, but it also keeps things active and flowing. Once you clear out a blockage from your mind, it opens up new pathways for it to explore. Now for a few little things that some people probably don't think of as a self-care thing, but they really do help. Taking a different route to work or on your school run or going to the grocery store, just going, instead of going, okay, I go left at the lights and go that, you go, what happens if I go straight and go around the other way? Not only does that make you more alert about your surroundings, but even taking a different route physically will open up new pathways in your mind. It opens up neural pathways. That's been proven by science. If you just go a different way to your normal route to work, school runs, grocery store, whatever, it does open up neural pathways in your mind. It helps literally expand your mind. Another one that you may not think of, speaking of going different routes, is also focusing on things that you do in autopilot. So say brushing your teeth. No one really focuses on exactly what they're doing when they're brushing their teeth. But things like that, if you focus on your daily tasks, instead of just flowing through them, your mind's paying more attention, it's being more alert, and it's opening up more of those neural pathways that I just mentioned. Letting the mind focus on things, letting it work, is a great way to exercise the mind without putting too much more strain on yourself. So speaking of exercise for the mind games, and I don't mean things like manipulative exercises as such, I mean playing a game of chess, a Sudoku or crossword puzzle, playing lumosity games. Those are things that actually exercise the mind. Think about your physical self. If you don't physically move or run or anything for exercise, your energy starts to drop. You start to get more tired and you just don't have that get up and go, or you can't quite get up and go the way you used to. Your mind is the exact same. You need to exercise and work that puppy. So, as I said, the Sudoku puzzles or lumosity games on the computer, I'm pretty sure you can get an app for it now, I think. But puzzle games and stuff really exercise the mind. And that is brilliant for self-care. A lot of people think self-care and they go, oh, eating healthy and exercise. Think first for your brain. Another brilliant one is reading. Picking up a book and just reading. Like, I recently started reading again. It's been a long time since I've actually sat down and read a book. And even just the next day when I woke up after reading the book, I just felt better. I just felt a lot better. I don't even know how to describe it. It's just, I started reading a book and I literally couldn't put it down. I had to because I was getting really tired and falling asleep with it. Instead of having the phone dropping on my face, I had a book falling on me. But, since doing that, as I said, I literally woke up the next day better. It was easier for me to get up. It was easier for me to just flow through and handle the boys when they wanted to try and make the morning a little bit sucky, But I handled it so much better just from reading. This one is one that it is very difficult to get started with, but even starting in little bits can help. But it's finding an outlet for yourself. Whether it's a creative outlet where you write or draw or dance or sing, or whether it's going for a run and exercising again, or when we were kids, guaranteed most of us had something that we did which was fun, whether we went to play soccer or, as I said, went dancing, played music, anything. Like going back to something like that you truly find enjoyable. It doesn't have to be a case of you going out to a class, because some of us can't get out, it's not always easy to have someone watch your children, and a lot of the time you can't take your kids with you. But finding an outlet for you, even exercising, you could do home workouts, if you enjoyed yoga or watching a particular show or anything that's an outlet for you. Finding little ways to integrate that. For me, doing my YouTube videos was actually a huge outlet for me. It's my little thing I do, and since starting this, there have been points where I've been feeling stressed because I'm attempting to upload consistently and I'm not going very well at that. Trying, but having a little outlet, it gives you a sense of identity and a sense of self again. That's the whole purpose behind trying to find an outlet for yourself, is having something that gives you an identity again. As I mentioned in the 13 Things You Don't Know About Me video, which I'll probably pop up in the cards because I like to do that to people, I mentioned I used to do drumming and pole dancing. And with the pole dancing part, I didn't do it again until after I had Matthias. And literally because it gave me a sense of myself again. I wasn't Matthias's mum anymore or whatever, I was Chevy, I was me again. So having that outlet is incredibly important for your self-identity. Speaking of outlets and self-identities, having plans and goals for the future. You know, everyone says it's all about the journey, but if you don't have a destination, you're not really on a journey. So having a goal, even if it's just, you know, I'm going to use weight loss as an example. If you're having a weight loss goal of losing 5 kilos, you have something to work towards, so you're actively pursuing something. And then there's that journey that you can go on. People will follow you on this journey and encourage you. If you just go, I'm going to lose weight, well, okay. But you don't really get to enjoy or pursue that journey because you haven't set a goal for it. You know, planning for the future, you know, there may be things that are a bit pipe dreamy or whatever, you know, but having that end idea lets you have that journey, and it gives something for your mind to problem solve and work towards, going, okay, well, if we're going to go here, let's work out the milestones to get there. Once again, it does exercise your mind and it does help with your problem solving, but it also gives you another way to have an outlet working towards something. This one I'm still working on very much myself, but it's having unplugged time. So time when you have your phone off or to the side. You know, this is times where airplane mode or do not disturb mode are your best friends. It gives you time just to escape from that outside world going meh, 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 always at you. You know, one way or another, we hear that phone ding and we go, I don't know if I'll put it in there, but I literally had an outtake because my phone dinged, and first thing I did, I went boop, and I looked straight at my phone. And really tore your bread, and you just want to just get it out there. No, it's on noise. When it happened, I stopped exactly what I stopped what I was doing and went straight down to the phone. Having that unplugged time so you don't have that ding, even putting your phone on mute. If you don't have that ding, you have that time to break away from it all. You know, sometimes when people go into a quiet room to escape the noise of whatever environment they're in, this is the equivalent of that, but with your phone. Or with any tech, you know, shush the notifications on your computer. Speaking of, or a handy little segue from unplugged time, is removing toxic people from your life. In the form of social media, you can just mute them, so you don't have to go through the social awkwardness of, yeah, I did unfriend you, because you're a negative butthole. You know, you don't have to worry about that, you can just mute them. But removing those negative or toxic people from your circle, from your life, will just let more positivity from others flow in. You know, like I have some beautiful people in my life that just can't let go of some things, you know. And then I have other people in my life who I barely talk to, and they are my biggest encouragers, you know. So it's another thing like with the journaling where you remove a blockage from your mind, it opens up new pathways. Same goes for, you know, muting those people. You know, Facebook and social media limits how many, you might have 500 friends, but you probably only see like 6 of them with what they're doing on social media. You know, getting rid of the stuff that makes you go feel dank and is a huge help for your mind. And it's something that you can do. You can do it today if you really wanted to. You could do it now, you know, you could have the video minimized, don't close it. But you can have it minimized or open a new window or new tab. Once again, don't close the video, keep my watch time happening. But you can literally remove, like mute. You don't have to unfriend, you don't have to block, you just mute them. Then as far as they're aware, if they go check your profile, you're still their friend, and they go, oh, okay. And they just go, oh, well, it must be Facebook just going, I don't see that person anymore. So that's another thing that just, when I did mute a few people that were just negative Nancy's, oh my God. Facebook became enjoyable again. I'm just gonna put it out there, Facebook became enjoyable again. So out of those activities, things that will help with your mental health is journaling, reading, outlets, doing those mind games, and unplugging. Those are things that will help with your mental health, undeniably. So the activities that will help with mindfulness are those meditations, those quick little ones, even the longer ones, great for mindfulness. Also those focusing on those autopilot details, such as brushing your teeth, and taking the new routes or the new paths on your daily trips, whether it's to work, school run, grocery store. Those are things that will help with mindfulness. And the things that will help with mindset is removing those toxic people from your circle, muting them, just shushing them, and planning for the future and setting goals. Those are things that will help with your mindset. Once you shift the paradigms of where you are in a headspace, everything around you starts to change, and change for the better for you. I'm on my self-care journey, so hit that subscribe button, that little bell, so you don't miss any more of this journey. And join me on this journey. Put down in the comments below if you're going to start self-care too, so we can support each other. And hit that like button if this video has helped you at all. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.